hater. I know I'm palaver. Do me a favor, say me a prayer. So used to winning, never been a loser. The Lord is my savior. Said I know serious, flow so sick. You go catch fever, do what I want, cause I get lever. These rappers can't touch me. I be hot potatoes, racked up shawty. I be counting papers, I'm so high. All I do is lay low. Only time I talk is when I'm talking about the payroll. I must make 'em, I must make 'em. When I come back, they go like me for what I have. I must make 'em, I must make 'em. My name na manga, na one for make 'em, one for make 'em, one for make 'em. My name na manga, beg no forget 'em. I must make 'em, I must make 'em. My name na manga, na care for make 'em, I care for make 'em, care for make 'em. My name na manga, beg no forget 'em. Sky is the limit, and I want for touch 'em. Girls going crazy.
Willie Kumba, Sambani Nyabasen Akumbai.
Jitinyo Bakumba, Nicha Bonkulu.
Bavano, Berenga Cape Town.
Abefu Cape Town.
But Cherry Cape Town. No, Nangake.
Elela Bamu, Mbwa Cameroon. Elela Bamu, Vanawakwi. Elela Bamu, Mbwa ya Kumba. Ne komi nyoraje, Elela Bamu.
Wachima Kumba, Cape Town.
Ejere, Cape Town.
Cape Town, Anintia.
Lematsu Cape Town.
Nakona, Nagajia, Matania Kumba Duka.
Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. We are straight out of K-Town, and my name is Christy Ijang. What better way to start your day than tuning in to the best source of inspiration? First things first, our thought of the day. Life is not all about how you rise or how you climb. It's all about how you bounce back. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to have a break and take something new with Eswa Julius. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. We are straight out of K-Town. And let's welcome Eswa Julius. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Christy.
How are you doing today?
Great, it was nice being on your show.
Okay, so what are we learning this morning?
Today we're going to learn something new as usual.
Okay.
Do you read books?
Of course, I love reading books.
I'm sure you know many great authors.
Of course.
But did you ever take time to find out which book was the first book ever written? It never came to your mind. So today that's exactly what we're going to learn, to learn something new.
I like to learn about it.
Yeah. Actually, books have existed for long, many years. But we're going to see the first book that was written and who wrote the first book.
Okay.
The first ever book written, of course, we've known of papyrus, how it developed on the Egyptians, but the first ever book written was a book called The Epic of Gilgamesh.
The Epic of Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
Okay.
The Epic was of Gilgamesh, which was actually Gilgamesh was a king of Uruk. It's a city in Babylon, what we call today Iraq, in those days. And that book was written 1155 BC.
1155 BC.
That was the first book ever written by a man called Sikh Unini. He was a cleric, an Islamic cleric. The scribe, as they called him in those days. But it was not up to 1455 that a German called Johannes Gutenberg created the first printing press.
Okay. In Germany?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Epic of Gilgamesh actually was written on scrolls. It was the first book that was written that people could read. And the first printing press was established by a German called Johannes Gutenberg in 1454. And the first book printed by that printing press was the Gutenberg Bible.
Oh, okay.
That was the first book printed. Of course, after that,
many books.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
that's how it started. So wonderful. The first book that was written was The Epic of Gilgamesh, and actually, a story, it's a myth about the leader who was called Gilgamesh, who wanted, according to the story, he went to a forest to harvest wood on the forest that was forbidden. That was the story, and the claim that it was 2% man, 1% mystical animal, whatever. I know in those days. So
Wow.
So Myth have started a long time ago.
So I think I will do research on that book and try to find it.
The Epic of, you will love to read it.
I'm sure it's going to be online.
Yeah, it's online.
Yeah, I would love to read the first book.
Yeah.
Ever written.
Epic of, it's a good story to act as those who act.
And now
like
we
myself.
have millions and millions of
books that have come. Okay.
Wow.
And the first printing press was Johannes Gutenberg
in
Germany. And the first book that was printed from the printing press was the Gutenberg Bible.
Okay. Is it like a Bible?
Of course, a Bible.
Okay. Gutenberg Bible, like from Germany?
From Germany, of course.
Okay. All right. That was really nice, you know, to sit and think about the origin of book and writing and all that.
I thought I should do some research on that because I read a lot. So I was like, who wrote the first book? Where did this idiot of it just started? Okay.
Wow, that's good. All right, thank you so much. Tomorrow is another day, and hopefully, as always, you always excite us with new things every day.
Always my pleasure.
All right, thank you so much. All right, that's it. Learning about the origin of books. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to welcome our first guest. You stay tuned to Good Morning K-Town. Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town. As always, we are live and we are straight out of K-Town. Let's welcome our next guest. He is a coach and the founder of Gunners K-Town Football Academy. Let's welcome Coach Tamfu Justice Tala. Hello, Coach. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
No, fine.
I know football lovers, football is something that really cuts across. Like everyone of all ages, people love football. And so I know everyone is excited to have you here, so you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so let's begin by learning more about your football academy. Like, when did you start up this academy and for how long have you, and why did you decide to start up a football academy?
Okay. Call me Coach Tamfu Justice Tala.
Okay.
The head coach and the founder of Gunners K-Town Football Academy.
All right.
Yeah, created in 2006.
Okay.
At the Swefco building.
Okay.
Yeah. So Gunners is a football academy that was created to train players who can represent the country national-wise. Yeah, who can also play good football internationally to help put food on their tables for their families.
Okay, that's good. So you've been existing since 2006. So how can one be part? I know for us, I mean, the movies, we'll go for auditions. So how do you recruit people in your team or in your academy?
Yeah, at times we do organize outreach tournaments in small suburbs, quartiers.
Okay.
Yeah, you know,
to fish out good players.
Yeah, to fish out good players. There are some kids that know how to play. Yeah, they are talented, but they don't know where to start their career.
Okay.
So we go and organize outreach tournaments so that we can fish out some of these beautiful and talented kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
So as a coach, if you're watching a match and your aim is to find good players, what are you looking for?
Yeah, I'm looking for their skills, the way they pass their balls, the way they keep the balls, like let's just say dribbling. Yeah, so those are the things that we are really interested in.
You're looking for the next Samuel Eto'o.
Yeah, the next Samuel. Yeah.
That's good. All right. So how often do you train?
Yeah. During holidays, we do train every day, except Sunday and Mondays.
Okay.
Yeah. Then during school periods, we do train 2 times per week. That is Wednesday and Saturdays.
All right.
Yeah.
So where do you do your training? Which fields do you?
Yeah, we have 3 fields that we do train. We have the Catholic St. Anthony School itself, the field. We have the Catholic University field, and then we have the Kaskumba School field.
Wow, that's good. So is it only sports that you learn? Are there other skills that you inculcate in your players besides just a sport?
Yeah, I think for now it's only football that we base our mind.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So what are some of the challenges that you have faced? I know the society is challenging itself. We have a lot of things happening here, and you're running the football academy. So what challenges are you facing?
Yeah, there's a lot, because to run a football academy alone is not an easy task.
I know.
Yeah, it's really not an easy task because here in our place, Kumba precisely, it's really difficult to see people who can support football.
Okay.
It's really, really difficult. But at times we do have people who are really willing. Yeah, so we do go for, maybe we sensitize with them, how they can help us, what they can achieve in return. Yeah, so those are some of the things that we go out to do. Yeah, to see how we can get more sponsorships.
Wow. So how do you, you said single-handedly you've been doing it, so how do you finance this team?
Okay, there's what we call wisdom. There's what we call wisdom. So at times I just use that wisdom skills to do my things. But it is really not easy because you must first of all have something in your pocket before running up a football academy. Yeah, alongside with some executives that are also assisting us. You would like to know that Dr. Bongo Zacchaeus, the regional delegate of health, is the vice president of Gunners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
presently I'm the president and the head coach of the academy.
Wow, that's good. So you've been around since 2006. What have you achieved?
Yeah, there's a lot. When it comes to the team as in hold, yeah, we are the holder of the Kamani Football Initiative Under 17 Cup.
Okay, congratulations, that's good.
Thank you.
All right.
We are the runners-up of the Mbia Rosaline Interquarters tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, we also last 3 years we emerged as the champion of the second division Cameroon Cup here in Meme.
Oh, wow.
So we were the one who represented Meme at the level of FACO. Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's good. You've done so much. I think where are some of your players now?
Yeah, you like to know Ekoi Manfred, the first goalkeeper of the Under 17 national team, is a product of Gunners Cape Town Football Academy. Presently now in Spain, he plays with Ria Evido. Yeah, when you look on social media, you see him on a picture with the Etienne Eto'o, the son of Samuel Eto'o.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So we also have Nyame Caleb, who currently plays with the Marion's Club of Uganda. Yeah, we have some of them in Germany, like Bernard. Yeah, you have Radik, Sharawi, and others.
I really hope they don't forget where they're coming from and then they tend to support your team. Of course, I hope they are looking back and saying, hey, I think of you, and send you a little support, because that's very important. That's good.
Thank you.
I'm really happy to hear that. So are you preparing for any matches now, any games?
Yeah, presently we are, you like to know our team. The first team is currently in the 3rd Division League. Meme 3rd Division Fika Food League. Yeah, we were topping before the city council came and pushed us to the 2nd position. Yeah, but currently we have qualified in the semi-final of the 3rd Division League. So I think if we win that said match, we'll be representing Meme again in the playoff in FACO.
Wow, that's good. You guys are doing so much. So who are your partners?
Yeah, you must fetch for it. You must look for partners. If you think you just train these children and they play the interquarters, the 3rd division, then you are not doing the best thing for them. So you must look for sponsors around Africa, the world, and all the rest. So we currently have a partnership with Villa Park in Tunisia. Yeah, we have a partnership with Villa Park, Marion's Club. We also have contact with some clubs in Tunisia, Morocco, Haiti. Yeah, so we have a manager that we work with him in Nigeria, call him Mr. Samuel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm always very curious about the mindset of football coaches. For instance, if you're having a football match and during the first half, you are losing the game. When you go into during that
dressing room,
the dressing room, what do you tell your players?
It is not easy, particularly when you are losing a match.
What do you tell them to prepare them for that second half of the game?
You must tell them not to give up.
Okay.
Yeah, you must tell them that the last whistle hold the game.
Okay.
Yeah, they are not the referees. They should think of themselves.
Okay.
They should keep on moving and making sure they are moving fast.
Wow.
Yeah, their goal should be that they want to score and score again.
Okay.
That is a win-win something.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Thank you for giving me that insight, because I also wonder, like, what do they really tell these players at this point in time? So, all right, that's good. It's very important to keep it positive.
Yeah.
All right, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
So you talked about the need for sponsors and all that. So probably if somebody wants to sponsor your team, right, how can they locate you, or how do they contact you?
Yeah, presently we have our head office is located at the Preventive, just beside the MTN antenna.
Okay.
Yeah, I myself, I live at Alaska Street.
Okay.
Yeah, you can also contact us through our social media address.
Okay.
That is Gunners K Town.
Okay.
Yeah, on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, you can also contact me through my numbers.
Okay.
That is my WhatsApp numbers 674 215121.
Okay, give it again.
674 5121. Oh, sorry, 674 215121.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank
so, as a coach, I want you to give a message to your players. I know they're watching you and they love to see their coach. So they're also coaching you from outside now. So I want you to say something. This is your camera. Just tell them something, your players.
Yeah, I just want to tell the Gunners players that they should believe in themselves, that they should know they can make it. Yeah, because all those we are seeing on TV, they started from scratch. Yeah, that is from grass to grace.
Okay.
They have been training. Yeah, believing in themselves. Yeah, they should just keep believing.
Okay.
They will reach to their limits.
Wow, what a very, very strong message this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach Tamfu. It was really nice having you here on Good Morning K-Town, and I wish your academy all the best in all the matches that you'll be playing from now on. So wishing you all the best.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure being with KCBS. I think this is my first time. I'm very happy. Mr. Gilo is somebody I've known him for long.
Okay.
And he has always been promising me that one day you'll sit here and talk on the TV.
And it's happening today.
It's happening today.
Wow,
so it's a dream come true.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
All right. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to welcome our next guest, who is a teacher. Stay tuned to Good Morning K-Town. Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town. It is your breakfast show on KCBS TV. Now let's welcome our next guest, who is a teacher. He is Mr. Dikonge Rene. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Good Morning K-Town.
Thank you.
We are so excited to have you here. We have had so many teachers, and so we know that teachers always have a lot to say and to give.
Thank you. I'm also happy being here.
All right. So let's begin by knowing why you decided to get into teaching.
Well, I've loved the teaching profession ever since I started school.
Okay.
That is why I decided to be a teacher.
Okay.
I started school and I admired some of my teachers who pushed me into it. And I said, from then, I will become a teacher.
Did you have any role models at home? Or your parents, teachers?
The teachers who taught me were my role models.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. That means I'm sure you were a very good student to those teachers.
You can say that again.
Wow, that's beautiful. So I know the teaching profession has been so challenging, especially over the past few years. So how have you managed?
Truly, it has been so challenging. But by the grace of God, we are coping. We are coping with every little chance we have. We use it for the students. Because the teaching now these days is learner-centered, no more teacher-centered. So whenever we have a possibility of doing it, we do it. Despite the situation of our country, whenever we have the open mind, the situation of teaching, we just do it.
So how do you manage also with the syllabus, you know, because in those days, sometimes we struggle to barely complete the syllabus, and then because there were no interruptions at that time. But now, how do you manage with the syllabus?
Yes, to manage the syllabus, you need to have books.
Okay.
You need to know the syllabus itself.
Okay.
And to know where to touch and where not to touch. And use every possible time that you have. Because we are in a situation that things can just change at any moment. So every possible moment that you have, You make sure that you don't miss it.
Okay.
You teach the children.
Okay, for how long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching for 15 years now.
What? 15 years?
15 years.
Wow. That's a long time. That's a very long time. Wow. So after all these years of teaching, if you had the opportunity of, let's say, starting from afresh, you have the opportunity of choosing a new career, would you go for teaching?
I will still love teaching.
All right.
I will still go for the teaching
you're a born
job
teacher.
because I still love teaching. I admire the children. Whenever I'm in front of the class, I admire the different set of children that we are teaching, we are bringing up.
Okay.
What they have in them. You see the different things they have in them, and the way they struggle to come out from their difficulties is so nice and so good.
Wow. So you encourage your child to become a teacher?
Yes, I will encourage my children to become a teacher, to become teachers.
That's wonderful. So in class, have you ever had situations where the child walks up to you and says, "Sir, I want to be just like you," and what do you tell the child?
Yes, I've had so many children who have walked up to me and said, "Sir, I admire your way of teaching. I want to become like you." What I tell them is hard work and prayer.
Okay.
Hard work and prayer.
Very important.
To be like me, you need to work very hard. First of all, start by passing your exams and succeeding.
Yes.
When you do that, and you can only do that by hard work, if you work hard by passing. That is what I always tell them. I said there is no secret. There's no secret. It's only hard work.
That's good.
Learning, burning the midnight candle to see how you can learn and understand what you have been taught of, and doing it, you will succeed in life.
Wow, that's good. So you're teaching biology, you're a biology teacher.
Yes.
And I remember biology as an art student, that's the only science subject that I passed in my O level. I was so excited. I love biology. So how important is this subject?
Biology is a very important subject. Every child should have at least a basic knowledge of biology, because biology teaches living things. It teaches our own selves to know about the basic things of our body, what our body is made up of, and how our body functions. So every child should have a basic knowledge of biology to succeed in life.
Wow, that's true. That's true. Because it has helped me a lot. I remember one of my favorite things was to draw the skin. Did they still teach about the skin?
Yes.
Okay.
We still teach about the skin.
Wow, that's good. So you have been teaching for 15 years, and I know that you encounter your students. Have you ever met past students, and how do they react to you, and how is that feeling like?
I've met so many past students, and they are so happy meeting me. And when they see me at times, they are very happy, and they want to say, "Sir, oh, it's because of you that I'm like this today. It's because thank you for helping me out."
Wow.
And I'm so happy.
I know.
When I hear that.
It's a good feeling.
Yes,
it's a good feeling.
I'm so happy.
Wow. So I know you're currently preparing your students towards the GC. That's it's upcoming.
It already started today.
Oh, okay, for practicing practicals.
Yes.
Do you have biology practicals as well?
Yes, we have biology practicals at the advanced level.
All right. So I just wanted to give like words of encouragement to your students, the students who are taking part in this GC.
Yeah, just like I was saying, there's no two things. Like in my school, we have taught and we have done everything. Now, the ball is in the hands of the students now. They should not be afraid. The GC is not strange. Everything we have taught them, the very things we have taught them in class are the very things that they will see at the level of the GC.
Wow.
So they should be courageous and be determined that they will make it and they will succeed in flying colors.
Okay. Wow, thank you so much. That's a very good message. You motivated your students. Anyone who is watching you, I was not reading. After this, they're just going to take their books and say, let me get into it right now. So thank you so much, sir, for being on Good Morning K-Town. It was truly an honor.
I'm so delighted of being here.
Okay. All right, that's it. We've heard it all from the biology teacher himself, encouraging GC students and all other students out there. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to welcome our next guest who is in the film industry. So stay tuned to Good Morning K-Town.
oningana numera musangwe tosani nganya ngula kuna wachali ko sosani nganya nyungo oningana numera musangwe sosani manangu
se kan kandava tomyano yane dang se kan kandave tomyane nyau dang se kan kandava tomyano yane dang se kan kandave tomyane nyau fa wasiji.
Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town on KCBS TV. Let's welcome our next guest. She's an actress with Sanctuary Films. Let's welcome Peculiar Blessing Diale. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm pretty good.
All right. Nice to have you here on Good Morning K-Town. I love to talk to actors and actresses here on the program. So we are so delighted to have you.
So I am happy to be here today.
Okay, so let's begin with how you got yourself into the film industry.
Well, okay. Back then, as a kid, I really love acting.
I love it when it begins from there. It means it's real.
I've been looking for a way to act.
Okay.
In church, we have been doing this drama.
Okay.
And it came a time whenever there is a drama in church, they'll always hit me up to write it down what we are going to to do. That is where I started. So I started watching Cameroon films.
Okay.
Wow, I said, how can I have the opportunity to act also, to be seen in the screen?
Okay.
So one day I was in Douala. We were watching TV, Cameroon TV. So I told my fiancé that I really want to act.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
So he told me he has a friend, Mirambi, who is an actress too. So he linked me to her, and that is how I started.
Oh wow, that's good. That's good. Yeah. That's good. So far, how many movies have you taken part in, and how long was that?
I've been in the industry for about 1 year.
Okay.
6 to 7 months now, and I have acted over 4 or 5 movies already.
Wow. Just in a year?
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. Me, I've been in the industry for about many years, but I think it's only 2 movies that I've done. So you
Oh my God.
Sanctuary Films. I had your director the other day here, and I told him, the way I see Sanctuary Films growing, I might want to join Sanctuary Films because this is another success story. Just a year, you have over 5 films. That's good. All right. So, can you tell us some of the films and probably the roles that you took part in? Just the ones you can remember. I know sometimes you can't really remember all the scenes.
Yeah. The first movie I've ever acted was titled My Mother's Diary.
Okay, My Mother's Diary.
Yeah, that was my first movie, and the second was This Peculiar TV. Yeah, the episode 1 and 2. The episode 1 was titled Birth Date.
Okay, it's a series?
Yeah, it's a series.
Okay.
So, and the first one, My Mother's Diary, the role I took was the role of, I was a sister.
A reverend sister?
No.
Okay, just someone's sister. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I was someone's sister.
Okay.
Yeah, and I really loved it. It was my first time, but all I was thinking then is what my director had been teaching me.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't panic. It was like a real something.
Okay.
Yeah, I took it as if it is something real. It's no more a drama or I'm acting a film.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just like real. That's it.
That's good. So far, which was your favorite role?
My favorite roles. Wow, I can't really tell because I just love everything. I can act all roles.
All right. So, who is your role model in the industry? Is there an actor that you really like? I want to act like this person, or is there somebody that you would like to act with in the industry in general?
I would like to act with Cindy Made, Jeffrey, all of them.
Okay, you just want to do everything with everybody. Yeah. That's good.
All right. And all thanks to God, I've already started acting with the vice president of all director. I was on set with him in Boya when we were acting the movie roses on my bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, you've been in 5 movies. Do people recognize you? Like,
Yeah.
and do people say, hey, I saw you in this film? And all
Yeah, people do recognize me. You know, at times when I'm walking, I'll just hear someone will call me actress. I don't know. So I don't know where they have watched me or they have seen me. Yeah, I don't know. And there was one day I was at my salon walking. A child just ran up, Auntie, I've seen you on TV. Wow, I was so excited.
Yes.
It was beautiful.
Okay.
And my kid's brother also came and called for me in the salon. He said, they are seeing me on TV right now. That I should come and see. I said, what? Well, I was so excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Beautiful.
All right, so besides acting, you do hair, or what else do you do?
Yeah, I do hairdressing.
Okay.
Hairdresser.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, so where do you see yourself in terms of acting? Like, where do you see yourself?
Wow, that is, I just see myself there. I know that I am up there. I must make it by God's grace.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, they always say I'm a star.
Okay, you're a star. You know you're a star.
Yeah, so I know I'm a star.
All right, so if you're given the chance to choose, like, which is that dream role, right? The dream role that you always wanted to act.
Well, the roles I really want to act.
Like something that you have not done before, but you really want to do.
This gangster acting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really want to do that. Gangster actor. Yeah.
Okay. You feel like it's challenging, or that's something you haven't really tried your hands on?
I feel that it's challenging because, according to my director, he said I'm soft, Ajebo, I cannot act those kind of roles, but I just want him to give me a try, and he will see what I have in me. Yeah.
All right. So besides just being in front of the camera, do you also admire roles like being a script writer? Do you plan to write your own films, or what about behind using the camera and all that, learning how to use the camera and editing? Which other parts of the movie?
Yeah, about
really
the camera, I've already started learning how to use the camera.
Okay.
I'm a producer. I've written about 4 to 5 movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
That you've shot already, or you haven't?
No, I
okay.
haven't.
All right.
I'm still writing them.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've already written 4. Yeah, I'm in the 5th one now, not completed. Yeah.
Wow. So as soon as you're done, you plan to start producing the films? Well, with Sanctuary Films. I'm really jealous of Sanctuary Films, right? The Sanctuary has got like so many talented people together.
Wow, it is beautiful. You know, Sanctuary is a place where hidden talents are being revealed. Yeah, that is where anything you have in you, in Sanctuary we bring it out. All thanks to my director. God really blessed him. He has the talent to bring exactly what you have in you. Yeah.
And I hear you go through a rehearsals before you do movies. Do you have constant rehearsals? Tell me about your first time on doing a rehearsal.
The first day I started this thing, when I went for training, the director asked me to act as I was mad. Like, you just entered the house angrily and you met the devil.
You made a devil.
It was so, it was like, I don't know. But in me, I knew that I can do it. I know that I can act at any time. But when I went there, as I did it the first time, the director said, this child, you need training. So he took me on training. I knew that I did it, but unfortunately, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I didn't do it.
So you now realize that you didn't do it?
Yeah, I realized that I didn't do it. But the director taught me, and from his trainings, I can act anywhere, anytime. Yeah.
All right. So I'm glad to know that your training really has helped you so much, and that's what is important, you know, because some people just come and say, oh, I'm a veteran, I can act, I know acting is very easy. So I'm glad to hear that. So are you working on any project presently with Sanctuary or elsewhere?
Yeah, on Sanctuary. Probably next week we'll be going on a project titled Missing Ring in Boya. And thanks to God, I'll be meeting with the Vice President again.
Okay, what's the name of the Vice President?
Forgotten.
Okay, you just know that you're going to be meeting the Vice President. Will he be working on the project as well?
Yeah, he's acting as the father.
Okay. All right. So that's good.
Mr. Swed. That's his name.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Eswa Julius.
Okay, Eswa Julius. Okay. That's good. All right. So that's the project you're currently working on.
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully when you're done with that, you know, especially when you're shooting your other films, if once you've written, you can come here as a writer and then we'll talk about it.
Wow.
That would be really nice. We love to also encourage talent here at KCBS TV. Yeah. So it was such a delight having you here this morning and to learn all about your sweet story. And I wish you all the best in your career, because you say you are a star, of course. And the power of words is important to know that. So thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Here. Is there anything you want to say? You want to say hello to your fans out there who are watching you right now?
Oh, God. My mother is live now watching me on screen, important. So I just want to say hello to her.
Okay.
And just to let her know that she will be seeing me all the times on screen now.
Okay. That's good. Okay, and to your fans as well, you have to say hello to your fans.
Hello to my fans. I just want you to keep watching KCBS TV. You'll be seeing my programs there, and very soon you'll be watching me everywhere you go to. You see me on screen.
Wow.
Yeah, just stay tuned.
That's good. That's very, very good. Peculiar, thank you so much. You've made my day this morning. I'm so happy that you're here.
I'm really happy that I made your day.
Okay.
And you made my day too. I love your gap tip.
Oh, thank you. Like yours does. I like your own too.
Oh, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, that's it. Very interesting today, this morning with Peculiar. Let's have a break. When we come back, we're going to have early captions with Eswa Julius. Stay tuned to Good Morning K-Town.
Bile sama mo wape, bile atimiwa, bile sama atimiwa. Oyo, oyo, bile atimiwa, bile sama manawa, bile atimiwa. Msombo buka gegensie.
Mwana Afrika.
Awo na yinga si chega mo, awo brubana wo chega mo, angoba awo ka no nyermbe kereni andamaze yeni nene bayene na wera chera tuwache wachiringa siwo kereni andamaze yeni nene bayene na wechera tuwache wachiringa siwo winning for double for butman winning for.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me come with me love from my hometown. Yeah, Rastafari, never live in paper, but sure. This is boy, I'm my hometown. We just want to show some love. Some love. My most precious thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, me come with me love from my hometown. Yeah, Rastafari, never live in paper, but sure. This is boy, I'm my hometown. We just want to show some love. My most precious thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, me come with me love from my hometown. Yeah, Rastafari, never live in paper, but sure. This is boy, I'm my hometown. We just want to show some love. My most precious thing. Yeah, some love. My most precious thing.
Good morning, you are on to KCBS, the Kumba City Broadcasting Service. This is early captions, your page view slot on KCBS. Today I'm joined by the station manager for Konya Community Radio, also a writer for the media newspaper, a favorite journalist, Mr. Adibokuba. Good morning, welcome to KCBS.
Thank you, Mr. Director. It's great always being here to talk about highlights of the newspapers.
Always my pleasure having you. We're going to go through 6 papers today. It's the beginning of the week. We're going to have municipal updates, the Herald Tribune, Entrepreneur, the Post, the Guardian, Post, and the Express. So we begin with the Herald Tribune. They say during the Northwest Regional Council meeting, there was a shocking state of Northwest schools which were exposed that 120,000 students either about not going to school. 92 students and 3 teachers were killed and 200 teachers kidnapped in Northwest alone. That is a very blank image.
Yeah, it's not a good image, but same time it's worrisome that we should be aware about things that are happening. The statistics, they are there. In 4 years, things have happened. I don't think the statistic is coming from the air. It's good that you quoted it that during the regional council session that took place recently out there in Bamenda. It's quite unfortunate, but the statistics are there that these are things that are happening on the ground. It's to prove to the external world.
And this was given by the educational delegate.
Sure.
Delegate of education, the
regional delegate. Imagine. Yeah. So that's the statistics is giving what is happening on the ground.
120 students idling about just because there's no school. 120,000 is a big population.
Imagine they are idling about, and then you give the statistics of those who have
92 teachers, 92 students, and 3 students and 3 teachers killed. 200 teachers kidnapped.
The reflections are not. It's not good for what we are talking about. If we know the bedrocks, if we know the foundation, the real foundations of education,
I know,
which is something which it's not sold in the public. Education is something which is the pride.
It must begin from the base.
It must begin from the
base. When people
base.
Go to school, they become like moving.
Sure.
Like
so you imagine what will happen in the next 2 decades or more if people don't go to school.
And it's terrible. And you think somebody cares somewhere?
Somebody who cares. It's just a matter of time. But I think it is overdue too, because there is actually need for as to how to handle this whole issue. Everybody is not the same.
Okay.
Some might be annoyed that they never had opportunity to go to school. But if you never had opportunity to go to school, it does not mean that you will not have some of those opportunities. In some nations in the world, you have structural adjustment programs.
Yeah.
Where almost every person, they are fit in the society. It does not matter if you have gone to school or not.
Everybody
benefit in one way or the other.
That is supposed to be.
So I'm not saying that is what's supposed. All nations are not the same.
I know, but it's especially in social welfare states.
Sure.
The government has allocation for every citizen.
Sure. That is
if you are not working, they give you some money, so at least you don't become
upkeep. So it's quite unfortunate that we are not actually meeting some of those goals, and at the end of the day, you see what is happening. The population of Cameroon, I think the statistics as to the number of persons that have gone to school, especially in the rural areas in our country, these crises have proven it. That majority of the population in the northwest and southwest, many people have not gone to school.
Yeah.
Look at the crisis that started like a joke. I always said that it began with catapult. It has catapulted into IEDs. Today we are talking about improvised explosive devices.
That is what
they should care. They should care because it is not at the same level. It is going. We don't know tomorrow what the next stage that is going to take us.
Some analysts, fellow analysts say that the problem is that those who are complaining are Anglophones and are in the minority, and those who are empowered Francophones, so they don't think it matters to them.
It should matter. It should matter. They are people. They are human beings. They are living in a small country like Rwanda. You know what happened between the Hutus and the Tutsis. So sometimes you don't ignore things. You don't ignore. Yes, but I think sometimes when problem comes to it becomes somehow complicated as to how to handle it.
Yeah.
I think it is high time we sit up and see how we are going to have lasting solutions to this whole issue.
Okay.
Yes, it is really a breakneck wahala, and we really need to handle it.
Let's go to municipal update. And this says the Limbe Deep Sea Port is a jewel the Cameroon government must bring to fruition. So when will the Deep Sea Port in Limbe be functional?
It's a jewel and must.
Yeah, because normally it's a jewel. They have to, because it just becomes a political during election. You talk about it, but it ends there.
Yeah, the person who is talking about that, about the Kribi Deep Sea Port, about the Limbe Deep Sea Port, it is not today that we have heard about that deep sea port, but it is like a smoke screen. Nothing is happening.
They only use that to calm down the anger of Anglophones. Deep sea port.
We are not getting. It's not today that we have started talking about the Limbe Deep Sea Port, and I think it's the Limbe for that airport to be there is aptly fit for it to actually affect the duties of a real deep sea port. It's unfortunate that we don't have it today, because there is an option, maybe Kribi, and so on and so forth. It's quite unfortunate.
While countries are building more seaports, more airports,
most
countries can have 10.
Sure,
it's better for them because
it helps. Actually, when we talk about business, import, export, it has its own role. But it's unfortunate that we are not actually seeing this one. So we just pray that someone is listening somewhere about this seaport for it to come very fast to help us. But at the particular time that we see every day, we talk about monies which are not even budgeted, monies are spent here and there every day. There's a lot of money which is being
things.
So it is a complicated issue, and sometimes some of those things they are not giving listening ear to in a period like this, where much of the money is spent on this whole issue of Anglophone crisis.
Then let's go to the entrepreneur. Entrepreneur talk about the African Nations Cup of 2022, and the entrepreneur says that the work is advancing at very slow pace. When will the stadiums be ready? This is already 21.
The work is advancing
in June.
The work is advancing at very slow snail pace.
Yeah, and 2022 is not far from today.
Maybe
what would the stadium be placed for?
He would have used another word than advancing. He would have just used another word rather than saying the work is advancing, but at snail pace. So a little bit not very vague.
Okay.
I don't know what he actually means, but I think this is not the first time Cameroon is hosting.
But this work has been going on for years. Why is it that they always wait at the 9 minutes to work? Why is it?
That's why I'm saying that I don't know why the person who wrote that article said that, because this is not the first time in less than 2 years Cameroon have hosted a competition of that magnitude. Yeah. We recently held a competition, even though it's not. We will not say that it was a competition which was, even though it was not for men. But I think it was a competition which took place deep right in the heart of the COVID-19 disease. Yeah. So I don't think there are certain the kind of over amelioration that is supposed to be done again for the Cameroon as a nation to host the African Cup of Nations. The stadiums are there; they just need to renovate some kind of innovation, or except maybe there are some criteria or some norms that they have not met up.
Qualified to enter the stadium.
So you can
maybe they don't meet some standards.
Maybe you can imagine it's not just you building a Bocos stadium and then it doesn't meet the kind of standard. Is it first aid kit
where the players are going to change?
Sure, the restroom and a host of.
Is there running water?
Sure, those are the kind.
Is there Wi-Fi connection?
Maybe.
Is there for the press?
Probably those are the kind of things that maybe they are asking to actually meet up that standard of international repute.
Okay, we'll move now to the Post newspaper. The SDO of Fako Division has said Sonara taxes should be paid in Limbe, not Yaoundé.
Okay.
These are the tall order, if you ask me.
And country. Probably it's coming after the heavy rainfall out there in Limbe.
Okay.
You know what happened? I think that was last week when there was heavy rainfall in Limbe, which caused the roof of the SDO of Limbe. The building there was the roof actually they were removed by that rainfall, that heavy rainfall out there in Fako. And now to actually meet that task immediately was not easy. I saw just yesterday over the state media for some MPs from Fako that came to actually solve that situation with the present situation, because it must be immediate. So you look at now the town, you follow the last city council session which took place recently there, the Limbe city council session.
Yeah.
All is about money. Sonara, imagine Sonara that is based in Limbe. It does not pay local taxes. Even if it's paying, maybe it pay lesser. The amount that it pays there is smaller.
That is, yeah.
So it doesn't help that city as it is Limbe, a resort town.
That's the Sonara should pay taxes in Limbe.
In Limbe. That's him who is talking.
In this country, are you
but
sure?
Is the task going to be executed as such? We don't know, but I think it's a big fight. Those are the kind of things that will take some time too. Okay. But it might come.
And also in the Post newspaper, they say anxiety keeps the media as George Chebonkeng takes over Peter Esoka, the National Communication Council. So I don't know what's particular about that post. I still don't. If you ask me, I don't know what's all about. I just know it's there, but what do they actually?
What are they doing? Yeah. They are regulating the media landscape.
Yeah. So what is the significance of George Chebonkeng taking over? That's my point.
Okay, the significance of George Chebonkeng taking over. The significance is that most people think that George Chebonkeng should be much more Anglophone than Peter Esoka, who they think is not an Anglophone.
Yes,
Peter Esoka is from Francophone background.
Peter Esoka grew in Kumba.
He grew up in Kumba. Their house is here.
Banga School.
That's their compound. But growing up in Kumba, does that make you?
But his schooling, his education is here.
Yeah. So that's a question that we'll be asking.
His food is here.
Yeah. So we actually argue upon this in the media in the forum. It was a forum yesterday. We're talking about who is an Anglophone. Does that mean what you
is considered an Anglophone in all the political appointments?
All right.
I mean, he's schooling education, and he's the president's Anglophone voice.
Sure. So now he's the president Anglophone voice. Imagine at that level.
Yeah, that is.
But yet, I think the paper is when you hear the paper talking about that.
Mostly schooling in America, the US.
It's complicated.
At some point, Peter Esoka said he lived in 49 states out of the 50 states of America.
Imagine.
He lived in 49 of the states.
So
how can
you judge him that he's not an Anglophone? Yeah. So it's a little bit.
But I did just because when they say George Chebonkeng takes over, I really didn't see the excitement. Why? Because at the same time, there are still government appointees. I don't see what
George Chebonkeng Kalabopse is a media guru. Yeah. Nobody doubts that.
Yeah.
He's a refined journalist, and you saw that when he was out in CRTV, how credible he used to host the press hour, especially on Sundays. And it started. It started like that in those days with PMUC. It was brought in CRTV, and today, sometime it was at the level of Baptiste, where he was the president of Baptiste. I think he has some character. He has some dignity in him. That everywhere he's retired. He's not retired, I think 1 year or 2 years ago. But you see, they just find him that they need one or two things from him. And
experience today, and expertise.
Sure. But some people are not too happy that people who are retired. Do you know how much the president of the Communication Council receive a month?
It's much money.
Much money. So there are people there who don't even have a job, and then they are refined as well. They have done something. They say experience is what counts. So maybe if it's that which is taking in this context, probably is aptly fit for that position.
Why don't employ? How do they have experience? Don't employ.
That's another thing too. That's another thing. We don't employ people. You see them and they have gone to school. You don't employ them. How do they get the experience? That's the nation. That's the nation, and that's a problem that we need to solve.
The best.
Wish him the best.
Of course, he's our boss now.
Sure. He's the boss to regulate things concerning, and it's good that he knows the people very well.
Of course,
he knows them very well. So I think we just pray that he handles the situation that the press is currently facing here.
So we see what the Guardian Post is saying. The Guardian Post front page is all in black, and they said the world is in shock as TB Joshua leaves the stage.
Yeah, the world should be shocked because we never heard that he was sick or something happened to him.
Actually, on Saturday,
we saw him live. Yeah, he was talking to his Christians or to his followers,
partners or whatever.
And I saw it, and
he went home, and so at 3 a.m. he just slumped and died.
It's terrible.
Okay.
That news came like that. He just slumped and died. Wow.
Yeah,
when I had that news the next day, that day when he died, the next day you saw most of his followers who went to the church early in the morning, and the church was sealed.
Yeah, they were shocked.
They were shocked, and that was already a glaring proof of his death. Because what could have caused that church to be sealed on the said day? It was later now the church came and then they announced it officially that it was dead. I think that was one of the best things that the communication unit of that church did. Yeah. Squan. That was the best thing which they did. There are churches in Cameroon here, very close to us here, where the overseer of the church died up to today. I'm talking up to today.
They make it very mystical.
The church has not announced that pastor or whosoever died up to today.
The mountain, he has gone to
up
pray.
To today, we don't know the whereabouts, but we don't see him. We don't hear anything about him. I think the communication unit, the communication unit, it was really the percentage was poor. But what happened in Squan, it shows that the maturity there is really high. And there is one pastor in Cameroon, still of this, their Pentecostal brand, who happened to have said in early May that he saw TB Joshua, that angels came and took him away. He did not say whether he died. That was going to die soon. Okay, he said that he's going to die soon. Angels came and took him. So probably we are having
other people
saying yeah. So he too maybe is another new TB Joshua who is coming in the offing. But the question now is, TB Joshua have been giving testimony to other followers or partners, whatsoever I call them. He did not see his own death,
and he has been seeing things.
So what actually? The whole issue, the irony about it is, life. God has everything, and He takes it when He wants. Because I can't imagine somebody who had a service with his partners in less than many hours. But if you heard what he was saying, especially his end time, the preaching that came from his mouth. He talked about there is time for everything.
To leave and return home after the service.
Yes.
So why did you say that on such a day?
It was
why did you say a message that time for everything?
No, he lived a kind of life. I think one of the Pentecostal pastors or prophets, I will put it, that I always admire the way he talks. I think it was the late TB Joshua. Okay. Yes, the Temitope Balogun Joshua. I think he was. I don't know. He was credible, at least. He was credible to an extent.
Okay.
Yes.
That was it. He saw rest in peace.
He saw rest in peace. Adieu.
We'll now go to the Express. That's what I will take. The Express is in French, but I will try to give the caption in English. Tell about the inexplicable non-replacement of dead members of parliament. That is worrying.
It's a law. That one is clear. It's a law. If the law has not given, it has not given place for that.
Okay.
It has not given place for that. The alternate member can also not take over.
Because if they do that, they'll be killing. Because if you make it automatic, that alternate will take.
Sure.
It means when.
But is that what is obtained in other countries?
No, I don't. The system is
so I don't know, because maybe it must have happened maybe from experience
in other countries,
and then they came out with this.
There's nothing an alternate in other countries. I don't know what Cameroon just come or some said Jack was alternate. What's the alternate? Most countries, when a member dies, they have election, they have constitution, they have some days.
At the end of the day, what is the need of the alternate?
He's just there because he has no powers, he has no salary, he's just there.
But
and now, they got the MP, and also got honorary, and they also have titles.
Yes, the question to now is, maybe in some countries when MPs die, they are replaced, maybe election takes place. In the case of Cameroon, now people want power. So what makes you to have grouping at the level of the legislature? It is the number of parliamentarians that you have. So imagine, so if in 1 year, for instance,
5 of them one
political party,
and you don't replace them,
and you have to replace. Okay, maybe it's different because it must come from that party.
Of course.
Yes, it must come from the party because the party that won election.
Normally.
Yeah. So it is still a complex. It's still a complex situation because election has to do with money. Who will spend? It has to do with money. Is it the political party or the individual who wants to go there?
Now, is it that
they'll create some chaos too?
Go back and but do they go back and run the elections in that municipality?
Sure, that's where the person was elected.
Where anybody can start, even opposition, the other party can.
So you cause another chaos within the within the party.
That's why they're scared.
So, but why is it that in the case of mayors it is being done? In the case of parliamentarians, it's not done like that. Why? They will manage it like that. They will just create a small committee to manage the. We saw that here when Honorable Paminkele died. They created a committee. I was that committee that managed that is finance, until that mandate came to an end. I think they really need to look on that, because look at the Vice Speaker of National Assembly. She's not there. That position like that is a vacuum. It becomes vacant. Nobody's there, and
just like that. This post are just for fancy.
Is it the alternate? Is a terrible thing. So we really need to revisit that law concerning issues related to the legislature and see what to do. Many parliamentarians have gone home this year in this present mandate. So there is something they need to do something.
For example, the senator
or senators
died,
in Cuba,
replaced him.
Nobody.
It works.
It was the oldest senator. I don't know who will become the next. I don't know who will become. Maybe it's Nyad Jifenji or the older ones. I don't know.
Maybe there might be older ones.
So we just pray that they should revisit that law on legislature and see what to do to make it aptly fit at the level of the parliament.
Eddie Bukoba, station manager for Konya Community Radio, writer for the Median. It was nice time on KCBS TV.
Oh, it's always my pleasure to be here, at least to highlight on issues related to the press in early captions of KCBS. I think you are doing a good job here, and it's worthy to be praised.
Thanks for that. I feel honored. Dear viewers, that is what we had today for early captions. It was nice that you're watching. Good morning, K-Town continues. Stay glued to KCBS TV. Bye-bye.
Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town on KCBS TV. We are straight out of K-Town. Let's welcome our next guest. He is a director of photography with Sanctuary Films. Let's welcome Davis Daniel Otes. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you doing?
I'm well, thanks. And you
all right, so I'm okay, thank you. We are happy to have you here. Today we are going to be talking about the film you're working on. You're working on a film, Missing Ring.
Yes, ma'am.
And today we want to learn all about Missing Ring. All right, tell us about the writer of this film.
Missing Ring is a movie that is written by Mirambi Otes.
Oh, okay.
She's actually a producer too.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So, who is directing the film?
Mr. Iswa Julius is the director.
Okay, yeah. Mr. Iswa Julius is the director of the film. That's good. So, did you do auditioning? Take us through at what level are you on now? As far as production, yes.
Right now we are still doing some auditions.
Okay, you're
for
still
the
doing
project.
Auditions.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we don't want to use just the actors around.
Okay.
We want to go
beyond K-Town.
That. Yes.
All right, that's good.
So we have some actors that are coming from Limbe. So the audition is currently going on right now.
Okay. Yes, so I understand that as a tradition with your Sanctuary Films, you always do training. So after the audition, you go for the training. You don't just take people and put the camera in front of them.
Yes, ma'am.
So how long do you intend to, or how long do you always take your training last for?
We train actors for a particular role when they want to go for a project.
Okay.
Depending on how well they are fit for the role.
All right.
So we can stay. We don't have a specific time. Okay. If you are sharp or you have the talent in you, that you can pick up early, 2 days, 3 days, your training is done.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. We can use 1 week. We can use days. It just depends on how the actors are picking up.
All right. That's good. All right. So from your You are the DOP of this film, the director of photography, and so how long have you estimated that you're going to work on this project?
Considering the level of filmmaking right now, or the level of the cinematography as a whole, is it might take 4 shots a day.
Okay.
So because we are not rushing to finish. Yes, we just want to make something that the public will be amazed. Yes.
Okay.
So even though it's a short film, I'm just saying that 1 week, a week we'll do. We're going to do it for a week and we'll be done shooting.
All right, that's good. I recently saw that a group of young guys using like the green screen to shoot. Are you going to inculcate that in your film, or just natural, everything natural?
No, everything is natural. Those stuff we don't do that. We don't do that. Even if we want to do something of that nature, we don't use green screens. That's kind of outdated for us.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because our editor is kind of professional. what he wants to do is unlimited.
Okay.
There's nothing that he wants to do.
Extra.
Yes, that's it.
All right, that's good. So give us just a short summary of this film, The Missing Ring.
Okay. Missing Ring is a glamour movie that that is talking about a couple that just got married, and the husband is cheating on the wife, stuff like that. So one day the husband went to the let's just say side chick, how you normally call it. So he went there and removed his married ring and kept it, and when the girl saw it, she took it and threw it away. And when the man went home, the ring was not there, and the wife was asking, "Where is our ring?" Okay. So that's just the center of the movie.
Wow, missing ring. The ring is indeed missing, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Yes, ma'am.
That's good. I'm now feeling like I need to watch this film.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm already like excited about what will happen eventually. All right, so what are some of the challenges that you face? You've shot a lot of movies. The last time you were here, you talked to us about it, and so what with this film, what challenges have you faced so far?
So far, the challenges I've faced is I'll be working with some actors that I've never worked with. You know, some actors can really stress you on set. I know. They'll not know how to mark their resolutions. They'll start stressing. The DOP will be turning. They'll be walking up and down. They'll not know that they need to stand in a particular point, and they'll feel relaxed. There are some actors that if you tell them to stand in a particular point, they'll be like, of which is not supposed to be like that. You must not be mobile for you to act well. So you need to stand still. So that has been a problem, because the actors are not used to that way of acting. So it has really been a problem. Then another thing will be the transportation of our equipment from here to the lights. Like I have 400 watt light, which are very expensive to be transporting from one town. They might get bad. So and the camera too that I'm going to use the Sony A7 Mark III. Okay. Yes. So
you have to handle with care.
Yes, that's it. So it's also a challenge to be transporting things, camera movement equipment from one place to another. They are expensive.
Right. Yes, so what is the number one problem you face? I know you talk about positioning, but do you also face probably like an actor not remembering the script or not delivering? Like how do you in that moment?
That moment, I don't really concern myself with that moment. All my own is just to film. I will leave that for the script editor to be worried about. My own is just to shoot. When they say action, I'm just shooting. I don't really concern myself with that, because if I'm to really put myself in that, I might do something that will not be nice.
Wow, that's really good. So do you have a plan? I know that you're still at the auditioning, like you said, but do you have a plan already as to, like, sometimes it's good to plan, and whether it goes according to your plan or not, you have a plan. Do you have a plan as to when you wrap up and what the next step will be after wrapping up or launching? After the shooting, take it to the post. Then after the post, we have to premiere the movie. Yes, I have to premiere. I'm sure the premiere will be in Boya there. Oh, it will be in Boya.
Yes.
Okay. So are you also thinking about doing a premiere in Boya? It's taking everything away from us. What about K-Town?
Of course, ma'am. When it comes to real movies that we want to produce, we do it here in K-Town. That ones like that, that's not even my measure. I measure most on epic movies, because it allows me to shoot very well. And you know how it is with us Cameroonians. You go for a place, the next day the person will be telling you, I want the team a compound. So I don't just like to be hearing such things. That's why I just like to go to my epic, where everything will be available. I just have to shoot outside. Just use my reflectors.
Yeah, especially people who are not really passionate about movies. Some people who love movies, they invite you to their homes and they give you. But some people are just so difficult.
So far,
it happens really even with us as a team. We always encounter such people.
Bad. You tell somebody that want to use your house for a movie. The person will accept, thinking, I don't know if they are thinking a movie is something you just come and shoot for a day. You shoot today, the next day you want to come, the person will be frowning. So it's really a big challenge. From then on, still the director will start thinking on how to change the location and try to the continuity itself.
Yes. Oh wow. That's why in the industry you have to be extremely creative.
Yes, Mom, that's true. Very important.
Creative.
Very, very important.
Yeah. Wow, so thank you so much. I've learned so much about this film and I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yes,
and I wish you and your entire team, your director and the writers, all the best.
Thank you.
I truly wish you, and Sanctuary Films also. You guys are doing great.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And you're wrapping up the program this morning, and you want to give a message to. You also have fans, or you have?
I have fans. I have people who are looking up to me. I have about 15 people I'm teaching right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
people. Good. I have people of 34 years I'm teaching. I have people of 25 years because me myself I'm right down there.
Yeah, you're young. Are you up to 20? You see, so that's the thing. That's why a skill is very important in life.
Yes, Mom, yes.
I always say that if you get a skill early on in life, it will be difficult for you to go astray. It's very important for the upbringing of children.
Yeah.
Give them something that they are proud of. That they have something unique. It will make them never to go astray. So it's good. So congratulations on that, and I wish you all the best. And probably you want to. What are you teaching them?
I'm teaching them cinematography.
Okay, cinematography.
It means for not just for them not to be limited, because there are some DOPs who cannot control lightning, who cannot control sound. So that's kind of making you limited. So there's a difference between a photographer and a cinematographer. Because a photographer is someone who just pin a camera here and start shooting. Why a cinematographer will say you pin the light there, you pin this, the sound like
the
this.
Angles.
Yes, you are not
perfect
limited.
Angles for lighting.
That's it.
All right, that's great. Yeah. Oh wow, thank you so much, and I really want to encourage you. You're doing well at a very young age.
Thank you.
And you have a very long career ahead of you. A good one at that. All right. And that's it today. He's wrapping up the show. We want to thank all our guests for being here on Good Morning K-Town this morning. It's been truly amazing. Many thanks to our technician, Nembo Rodrigue, aka The Dawn. We want to thank the producer of this program, Eswa Julius Fossong, for being here. We also want to thank our cameramen and all those who have assisted us in the studio this morning. Many thanks to all those who follow us on our YouTube page, KCBS TV. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any edition of the programs on KCBS TV. We want to thank all our viewers out of the country, especially those in Dubai, England, Ireland, Canada, Denmark, Nigeria, Swaziland, South Korea, Germany, Japan, United States, Equatorial Guinea, and India. Many thanks to all those who watch us also here or in Kumba. It's just been nice hearing all the good comments. You can keep your comments coming at info@kcbstv.net. And to all those in Bamenda, Boya, all over the country, we are so grateful that you all stay watching us and keeping up to date with our programs. I have been Christy Ijang. Do join us again tomorrow for another edition of Good Morning K-Town. Until then, stay tuned to KCBS TV. Bye for now.
Willie Kumba, Sambani Yabasen Akumbai. Gitio Bakumba, Nichabonkulu. Bavano, Berenga K-Town. Abefu K-Town.
But Cherry K-Town. No, Nangake.
Elela gbamu embwa Cameroon. Elela gbamu vanawa wakwe. Elela gbamu embwa ya Kumba. Ne komi nyoraje. Elela gbamu.
Wachima Kumba K-Town.
Ejere K-Town.
K-Town anintia.
Lematsu K-Town.
Nakona Nagajia Metania